Rap on, brother. Rap on. Get down, brother. Get down. Rap on, brother. Rap on. Get down, brother. Get down. Rap on, brother. Rap on. Hey, Bill. The Mickey Man, get down. Yeah. Hey, Mickey Man. Yeah. Look at the blind man get down. Rap on, brother. Rap on. Get down, Owen. Get down, Owen. Get down. Rap on, brother. Rap on. Get down, brother.
Hey there, kids. It's me, Oni the Unicorn. And I'm here to tell you that f***ing your dreams ain't cheap. In fact, it costs a ton of cash to do. So that's why me and the ONRS radio show need your help. Just go to the website displayed below and hit us up with some cash, yo. $1, $5, $1 million if you have it to spare. Any amount is appreciated. Well, I gotta go because these dreams ain't gonna fuck themselves. See ya!
No, 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 no.
No! God, please, no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh, no!
Oh no. Oh hell no.
You are listening to the ONRS Radio Show.
Eat a bag of dicks.
Yeah, so, karma's kind of a thing, I guess, huh?
I don't want you anymore. Yes, baby, I told you before. You went away and you said you left me, and now you live in misery. Although you want me to take you back, you said you're sad about this and that.
Oh, no! La, 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 la. Can't do that right now, baby. Yeah, my name's Owen. The captain of your shit ship. and not feeling too great, Ty. Ty's here with me, by the way. Ty, how
You
are
look
you?
great.
How are you?
I'm doing good. You
Yeah.
look good.
Yeah,
What's wrong with you?
thanks, man.
You're fine.
Yeah, we're doing fantastic. I'll get to that in just a second. Mikey is not with us right now. I don't know. Maybe there'll be a second segment where Mikey and Ty go amok and do things on their own. We haven't decided that yet. They haven't decided that, but I'm hoping that happens. Either way, it's the ONO Radio Show, and like I mentioned just a second ago, karma's a bitch, Ty. Karma.
I love it. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not happy you're in pain, but this is awesome.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I knew it was gonna happen at some point, but all right, fill y'all in. You've been listening to this show for any length of time, you'll know that one of my favorite things in the world to do is make fun of Mikey B's terrible teeth.
It happens.
And then Mikey, of course, made issues for himself worse by, I don't know, what did he do? He fell down some stairs or something, or he was moving and he something like that.
Something happened when he was moving
Yeah.
that knocked his teeth. And
Yeah. So he already had terrible teeth, and then he knocked the rest of whatever terrible teeth he had left. He knocked the rest of them out of his face. So I love making fun of, like, oh, he chews on rocks. Like, he looks like he's fucking just, like, been eating, like, charcoal for, like, 10 years.
I mean, I think I threw it in the chat back when we talked about it originally, but, like, I wish Mikey would go full gangster, like, Dude the Grill, man.
Oh, for
Fucking,
sure.
Like,
Mikey
full
does.
on.
Yeah,
It would suit him.
It would.
I'm not joking around.
He
Do
could,
it.
of all of us, he could pull it off. I think you could probably pull it off. I don't think I could pull that
I could
look
just
off.
do one tooth. I couldn't do a grill.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah. All right. We'll get to that. Right. So it's I've been a little unkind to Mikey over the years about his teeth, and I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, this happened just in retrospect for everybody, at least the last couple of shows. So
Yeah.
here we are,
Yeah.
1 week, maybe a week and a half later.
So I was waking up like Monday, and I was like, oh man, I did drink a little bit yesterday, but man, does my head hurt. And then Tuesday comes around, I'm like, wow, I'm feeling like I got like a bit of a fever, and man, does my head hurt. Like, this is something's not right. And I'm like, this isn't a normal hangover usual situation. I do get migraines, right? So like,
Yeah.
I thought it could be like a migraine situation, and I went to work the next day, and I'm there at work. I'm like, man, like this, I am suffering right now. Like, what is happening? So I leave work.
I hope that's really the way it went.
No, it is exactly. I'm like, what is this? I'm like sweating bullets. I'm just like, oh God, this sounds wrong. And I go home. I'm like, I think I got COVID again. Like, I mean, how many times?
You didn't have any idea?
No,
Like, you didn't know?
I'll tell you, right? So I go home. I do a fucking COVID test, and I'm like, well, that's not it. Because that came back negative, and I was like, well, I guess, and I did just kind of have it, I think. So I'm like, it'd be unusual to have it again. And I'm like, okay, so not the COVID. I don't really feel like I got the flu or nothing. But man, my head my head is hurting. Like, since, oh shit, I can't laugh too much. Oh, shit. Ow.
Oh, karma.
So
Karma.
before I go to bed, I brush my teeth, and I get the first like little twinge, like, and I'm like, oh wait a minute, that ain't right. Like, that don't feel good. And I wake up to go to work again the following day, and I'm brushing my teeth, and I'm like, ah, shit, what is that? And then I feel it, this twinge of pain. Go like down like kind of my jawline, beneath my ear, like all the way down like my neck, and then like up into like the top portion of my head, where I've been having all this pain, this headache. And I'm like, oh shit, that's definitely related. Fuck, that's definitely related. So I don't know the situation, because here's the deal: the actual tooth itself, like, I can eat on it. Like, I can bite, like, I can touch the tooth, and it's fine. So I got some sort of like but I feel it like underneath my tooth. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I got
like
some
root shit.
exactly. It's like root shit. So I got some like pain that's shooting through my brain. I got some infection going on. And, and I freak myself out, too, because, you read about these, you hear about these stories where people...
Is your shit swollen?
Not really, like a tad. Yeah, a tad on the side of where I have the pain. It is, actually. Like, in the last couple days, I can feel like, those, like, lymph nodes
Because,
where
I
it
mean,
gets a little swollen.
it took you a minute to
Yeah.
figure out the
Yeah.
cause of your
Yeah.
fucking...
Yeah.
Why is my head hurt?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I mean, I do feel like a fucking idiot, but I was also like drinking, like, and not like really. So
Week 3 of Owen's abstinence to alcohol.
Yeah. So I was able to get this is going to be an ongoing saga, Ty, because I still don't know the full scenario of all this. All I know is I've got a dentist appointment on Tuesday. It's Sunday right now, so I got to get through tomorrow, and then first thing on Tuesday morning, I'm going to go to the dentist. I'm going to be like, yo, my head hurts. This shit's kind of like fucking, can you fix it?
Please help.
Yeah. And in all seriousness, like I can kind of feel like the tenderness around my like back right molar, like up top, all the way in the back. But I also I never had my wisdom teeth removed, and I've had in the past where those fuckers like ever so slightly, I'd feel like a tinge of pain. I'm like, I can drink through that, and and it would go away, right? Like, so I never got them removed, like in my 20s, like all the way. So I'm just wondering, could it even possibly be like an impacted wisdom tooth type thing where it's in my fucking skull and it's like putting pressure.
All the way in the back.
Yeah.
Like all the way.
Yeah, where my wisdom tooth would be, like right back
Maybe.
there.
That's a possibility.
It is a possibility because it doesn't feel like, when you have a cavity and you prick that, like I haven't had many cavities in my life, probably like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, I remember having one and it was like you very like sharp.
You get
pain.
that little ping.
Yeah.
But like.
Yeah. I haven't had that. So I don't think it's a cavity, right?
And your tooth doesn't look fucked up.
I mean, it's black from smoking.
It is?
Like, yeah, I mean,
it's like no blacker than the rest of your fucking teeth.
It's pretty black back there. Like it's
fucking black.
I mean,
it doesn't have a filling. It's just black.
Well, I know. Here's what happened. I got when I was young, I got those things on sealants on top of my teeth. But those are like 30 years old now. So like those things are like rotting like inside. So it might be that. There's a lot of possibilities, Ty. I don't know what it is. All I know is it's tooth related and my head fucking hurts and it sucks. And I'm here with you trying to do a show and I can't laugh too much. I'm laughing at myself. And I do feel like there is some karma, like from all the times that I've made fun of Mike, from Mikey just busting on his terrible teeth. And now I'm apparently gonna, be going through it myself. I don't know. Like I might go in on Tuesday. They're like, okay, we've got some real fucking extensive work to do here. Here's some meds. Come back in a week. I don't know. Like it's too infected. Like there's a lot of things that can happen with this, right? Like I'm hoping, like they just like do a root canal right there, or they're like, yeah, we can get this solved today. We can pull it out, like get it done, whatever. I'm fine with that. Yeah. I hate the dentist. I'm probably gonna be a nervous wreck. I'm not gonna enjoy this process.
But it's not just like they don't call it like a fucking consultation or anything, right? Like you're going in.
Well, yeah, because I haven't been to the dentist in 4 years, something like that. So it's been a fucking long time now. I'm going back to the dentist that I last went to, and I was like, yeah, it's kind of an emergency. Can you fit me in type thing? It's not like you're scheduling your regular general, checkup or whatever. But I imagine it will be the equivalent of a checkup to figure out what the problem is and then move forward. So, yeah, I mean, I can't diagnose it. Like, yeah, I need to come in and get a root canal done, right? Like, I can't tell. I don't know. Like,
my shit hurts.
My shit hurts. Fix it. Like, that's kind of where I'm at. So, if I'm a little off tonight, that's why. Again.
Oh, this is great. What do you mean?
I'm feeling I don't feel that bad for making fun of Mike BC. I wouldn't take it back. I wouldn't, honestly. I mean, it's kind of worth it. It's kind of worth it. At the end of the day, it's kind of worth it. So yeah, I wish he was here for me to hear me say this, but he'll listen back. He'll hear it later.
Yep.
And
He might be listening.
He knows it could be. He probably is. He probably is. But yeah. So that's my current situation, and I hope that you guys. I mean, you guys are all of you audience wise. Anybody listening, if you're on the Twitch, if you're listening on the podcast, you realize that you're indebted to me because, quite frankly, like I shouldn't be doing a show right now, and here I am for the people. For the people, I'm doing the show. So I mean,
this is what I sacrifice for,
And it's kind of like, as Mark Hales would say, it's because he's like, I'm hard as nails too. I'm hard as nails, like fighting through. In between doses of ibuprofen, by the way, and copious amounts of alcohol. I got some whiskey back here. I think that'll help.
Yeah.
Not often you see Owen drink whiskey on a podcast, but I like the mouthwash with it back there.
Well, this does make me happy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. There you go. Yes. Oh. Whew.
Well, pick me up.
Yeah, you know what? That's what I needed. That's what I needed to make it through the show. Ty, how's your week been, bud?
Not too terrible.
So you went out to brunch today, huh?
Dude, that Nashville hot fucking Benedict was tits. Shit was good.
You had a Benedict Nashville hot sandwich?
It wasn't a sandwich. It was like straight up eggs Benedict, but like Nashville hot chicken on it.
Oh, all right. That doesn't sound too bad. That sounds pretty good. All right,
It was banging.
I can fuck
It was
with
good.
That. What else been
I
going
feel
on?
like, Nashville hot, I feel like has blown up all over the place for a while.
It's become like a thing in the last couple of years. It's all of a sudden just become. I had never even really heard of it until the last couple of years. Now I see it. You see it everywhere now, though, right?
Yeah. I mean, there was always some actual Nashville hot shit, and I do like my shit hot for sure.
Yeah.
But this was hot enough. It was like good enough you could serve the public and not be scared of them freaking out. But like,
What? Okay,
it was
so
spicy.
like, all right, so like buffalo wings, like you say, like you get buffalo wings, you know what that is because it's usually like a Frank's hot sauce, right? Something like that. Isn't it Frank? Is Buffalo Frank's, or am I thinking?
I mean, you
different?
can, but
It's
I don't
usually
know.
like a butter and hot sauce with like Frank's for like a traditional buffalo style wing is what I've understood, like a buttery, hot, saucy, like something like that. So
something like that.
So what is Nashville hot then compared to that? What designates it as Nashville hot? What is the spice that makes it Nashville hot as opposed to any other spice or whatever? Do you know?
Man, it's like specialized rub that they make for like real spicy ass chicken in the hood. Like that was like,
It's black people chicken shit.
I mean, that's where it started always for chicken.
Most
but
good
yeah.
food does start that way.
No,
Black people
I
do
shouldn't have
know
said
good
chicken.
Black people do know good chicken though. I mean, these are facts of life.
I've been to a lot of like just black owned places in the hood that had straight up the
I
best.
mean,
fucking
I'm
meals
always
you
too
could
scared to
imagine.
go to those places, but I've heard that they're very
There's some good places in Orlando, man. Yeah.
Collard greens, all that,
Mm.
Yeah, no, yeah. All kidding aside, like, yeah, they, that kind of soul food, spice is badass. So that's I guess that's what it is, right? It's like more of a soul foodie, like Nashville soul food. Is that right?
I mean,
like, is that fit?
This is fucking hot though. It's like, I don't know, soul food isn't necessarily hot. Not really that.
Not all
often.
of it, but it can be. Usually, put hot sauce on your soul food.
Sure.
That's what I do. Yeah.
I put hot sauce on everything.
Getting on from the hot sauce, what else you been doing? Anything exciting for you in this past week?
So not to go full D&D like I always do on you, but like I've been trying to start a game like that I do.
Oh,
but
this is going to be
like,
the perviest D&D game ever, right? This is going to be full pervy.
That shit's not entirely up to me. I mean, I get to set plenty of scenes for whatever may happen.
I guess you can do anything. You can do anything with D&D, right? You can make like an X-rated like porno D&D game if you wanted.
If you wanted to, sure.
Yeah. I'm sure that exists.
I'm not doing that. That's not what I'm doing.
Someone does that though, right? Someone does that out there.
Oh, I guarantee it. It's happening.
Yeah. Do you like? I mean, and do you think then they fuck Like, do you think they actually like they get?
I mean, there's normally some fucking, even without it being a porn D&D game. There's some fucking in
all
there.
D&D all D&D leads to fucking or D&D can lead to fucking.
It definitely can. I mean, bards are notorious. They are fucking. They fuck everything. They'll fuck a dragon. They'll try to seduce their way out of anything.
Has D&D ever led to you fucking, Ty? Honest question.
Ooh. It definitely could have if I would have allowed it, but no, definitely no.
She was too fat, huh?
Mm.
Strange how accurate I was, I think, on that. I mean, that joke. So, sorry about that. My bad. Yeah. All right. So, new D&D game. Ty's, you're making a porno D&D game. And
Well, I originally, I don't know. I had a spot that I thought was filled with a certain amount of people, but then it became a bitch because some couldn't do it. So it's like the automatic first setting up your game, like anger that you can't schedule your shit right.
You should make me. Can I be a character but not play in your game? Can you make me a character in your game?
Absolutely, yes.
Can you do that for me? Like, write me in, please. Write me in.
Yeah.
As an obnoxious. What would I be? I would be a good barkeep. You know, you go see the bar. Can I be that?
All right. So, truth be told, I'm about to. Well, the thing I'm starting with is called Tales from the Yawning Portals, but it starts at a bar.
It's a terrible name.
Bar,
you gotta get a better name than that.
It's
a terrible name.
It's not one I came up with.
Well, you gotta change it. I'm telling you, I don't like. If I'm in this thing, I don't want it to be called that.
It's about to make you like the main character.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, okay. So name it after me then. Name it after me.
Tales of Owen's portal asshole.
Yeah, there you go. That's way better. See,
like this, now they climb into your portal.
Now we're getting somewhere. I'll be your co-D&D, like through osmosis. Dungeon. I'll be your co-dungeon master. You're gonna be the dungeon master, right?
Yeah, that is correct.
Is this your first time dungeon mastering?
Yeah, and it's mildly stressful.
Wow.
You know how evasive I am to doing homework.
Well, work of any kind of effort in general. You are kind of
in all honesty,
you are kind of adverse to doing anything that requires any effort. So yes, I can imagine this would be slightly taxing for you.
It's hard to fully explain my laziness because I perfected it, but when I get inspired to do certain things, I do actually put my shit into it.
It cracks me up. Because I perfected my laziness.
Yeah. I have a lazy fucking equilibrium that's pretty good most of the time.
Yeah.
But...
Speaking of which, by the way, Mikey was on Semantics podcast just yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you listen?
I did, and she called you out for being lazy and not getting back to her because she wants you to do some voiceover work for her. So
I know.
Can you not
feel like a dick?
Can you just not be? Can you make us look good for once and try and do something?
I originally was gonna do it with you, when she originally asked me, but then the show got called off 2 or 3 weeks in a row. I was like, fuck. It's hard. I don't have good recording shit on my phone. This sounds good.
Yeah, but you can't record it? You can record this. That would be fine.
There's ways. It's just
you need to Zoom call me with the microphone so I can record you, and then I see how this works because now you don't have to do any of the editing. No, now you don't have to edit. Yeah, you don't have to edit anything. You just have to. I see what you're trying to do here. Perfecting laziness. Okay. All right. Exactly. So now it's my fault that it's my fault that okay. Sorry, Sam. I didn't realize. My fault. Totally my fault that Ty hasn't got you that shit.
I love you so much. That was great.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sam. That is my bad.
Was there anything D&D related you wanted to add that I don't want to skip over such prominent things in your life
it's
here?
Just there's a lot of shit that goes into building it and getting it off the ground.
They call that work, Ty. They call that work. Yeah,
dog. Yeah.
Preparation, show notes, you know,
Like,
the,
yeah,
yeah,
for real.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
had notes, shit written
Wow,
out.
wow, dude, wow,
Um,
you wrote things. Wow.
But then it's like, fuck,
Did you
I
have
don't
to
want
use
to do it.
Ty? Tell me you didn't actually have to use your brain to think of these things that you wrote. Wow, because
Yeah.
that's wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
I mean,
man.
most what we're doing is already written, but I got to figure out ways to tie certain shit
Oh,
together.
okay. I mean,
There's
I'm pretty sure that you'll find a way to make AI do this by the time you're done with your game. You're just not. You'll just have AI do
sometimes
it.
AI works well, like because you can, give it an idea and edit it down.
I
It's kind of
actually,
fun.
all kidding aside, I can see for like, because I know enough about D&D. Like, I haven't really played in years and years, but I know enough, and I know I can see AI being a great tool for a dungeon master. Like when you're maybe a little stuck with something, like, hey, AI, write me a
Yeah.
scenario, or for this and this and this, and like this.
I did use it for like some of my character backgrounds. I'd be like, this is my character. These are his ideals. He loves fucking. Write me a backstory.
All right,
And then I edit
all
it.
right,
You know what I mean?
Okay, so yeah, all right, that kind of fits in what I was saying. Yeah, that makes sense. I did want to go ahead and say too, because I've been busy this past week. This last week was the final episode of the season for a podcast I've been producing called Fish and Brits. So we got to our our episode 10, and and you know what? I'm pretty happy with how it's gone. So if you're out there, they're kind of what's the term I'm looking for here? Evergreen podcasts that you can go back and listen to at any time. It's Fish and Brits, wherever you get your podcasts from. It's actually a lot of fun. It's two Brits living in America talking about, British and American life, the differences between the two. And if you're interested in any of that, I implore you to do so. But it was a weird feeling, Ty, because it's like, I took on this project and knowing that there was like an end date, knowing that there was like, this wasn't just like a perpetual thing like what we do.
Are you producer Owen? Like,
yes.
What is your title?
That is exactly I am producer Owen, and they call me that on the show, right? So
do they have thick accents still?
Oh yeah. One's super like posh, he's more like from London, and he's more posh boy. Like and then the other one's a Scouser from Liverpool, so he's, basically a criminal, like all people from Liverpool are. But yeah, and I'm producer Owen. You'll hear me pipe up in the background from time to time, but I'm not necessarily on mic, and
right.
But that's kind of like the fun of it too. So, it was just weird though, because I've been doing it every Wednesday. They've been coming around. We've had a schedule. We've had it's been very organized, and it's going to be the first time this coming week that I won't have that. Now it turns out it's probably a good thing with all my tooth shit going on, because I get that stuff doing on Tuesday that probably wouldn't have been able to do it on the Wednesday this next week. But it's a very odd thing. It's like I would equate it to having I'm not gonna get it's not that I'm getting emotional about it, but there's an empty hole, like when you were a kid and you played some sort of youth sports and the season would come to an end, and you're like, oh man, basketball season's over, or
Shit.
What do I do now on the Wednesdays or whatever, right? So it's kind of nice. My free, I'm gonna get my schedule back a little bit. Not gonna have to be so regimented about it. But have you had? I guess you haven't really had much of that in your life recently. I mean, D&D would probably
Not recently,
but I guess D&D is probably the closest thing that you have to that, right?
I mean, part of what inspired me to start wanting to do a game was we lost one of our others, and we had an open hole where we always play. You know what I mean? So that's
like to be honest with you, if I were to cancel Oh No Radio Show today and say I'm fucking done, do you think that you would try and find another podcast to do, or do you think that you would just be like, whatever? I mean, because I feel like it would be the latter. I feel like you would just be like, whatever.
Well,
glad I don't have to do that anymore.
No, I like doing this. I mean, I think I've said it a couple times, but this kind of took over what band practice was to me for a long time.
Well, it was the same for me too. Yeah, it's why it's why I stopped being in a band to actually start doing the podcast. Like it was kind of one or the other. So like, and I for some reason I chose this.
It's not like I didn't ever want to be back in a band, but I don't know why I stopped fucking trying to. Yeah.
Well, to that point, I recently started like writing some music again. I sent
Are you gonna play that 7-minute banger?
I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play it. And you haven't even heard the latest version of it, which
Did you remix it?
I have.
Is it fast?
No. Here's the thing. I worked like 2 months on this song, bits and pieces. I said it finally. Finally sent it over to Ty. First thing he says is, "You should probably make a drum and bass version of that." Like, what the fuck is that? What is that?
Yes.
Ty.
That is what you need.
So I wanted to say how hurtful that was to me, Ty.
That song is hurtful, man. It made me sad.
It made you sad?
I don't like it.
Oh, he doesn't like my song. All right, well,
I don't like it.
When the time comes, I'll play it for the audience. I'm not gonna play it. It's because it's not done yet. That was for the ears of you. That wasn't for the ears of the audience, Ty.
How dare you bring it up and not show the world your fucking jam?
Well, this is called. I mean, some people have said it's a bop. Number one. I've gotten.
Was that Teresa? Did Teresa say this?
Actually, funnily enough, Samantha said it was a bop.
Oh, she bopped you.
And I've had a fair few very prominent people in the world say that they like it. So, my mom said that it was interesting. She did say that. She said, it wasn't that she hated it. So that.
Did you tell them you like it? Yeah, good job.
Yeah. All kidding aside, like it's been fun getting back just to kind of like fuck around with some music again because it's been years doing that, right?
That I understand completely. Yeah.
And I have no deadline. I have nobody telling me. Like I have no band like that I really need to appease. Like this was just something I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this on my own time. I can kind of feel it out, and there's no pressure here. Is kind of the thing. It's just kind of me doing it, and I have one other friend. Jack Bender has been helping me out. Jack Bender, who was on the show last week, he actually recorded a guitar track. And I mixed the two together, and that's the one that you haven't heard. And it really, Ty, brings the track alive. So
does it tie the song together?
It does. It ties the song together, much like a rug would. So yeah, but it was kind of like I was feeling that void, and I hadn't done in years, right? Like it's been years, over a decade, really, since I've been in a band.
How did you put it together? Like, what did you actually use?
I'm not telling
you. Oh my God damn it!
I'm not telling you. It's secrets. It's
you AI'd it. You AI'd it.
There is a portion of AI involved. Yes, there is a portion of AI involved. But honestly, that was almost harder than me just making it myself. If I'm being quite honest, the amount of tweaking that I had to do within the AI to perfect what I needed it to develop for me, because I had an idea. What it ended up like, that took longer to work with AI than if I were just to sit down in Logic or something and program the motherfucker myself. Like if I'm being quite honest.
This is why I'm asking the question.
Yeah.
I'm glad you
I was just scared. Honestly, it's like it's no one wants to say, right? I used AI to help me develop this drum track.
AI can make some bangers. Right. I don't care what.
Well, like a portion, yes, a small portion of the song has some AI things in it, but it also was like it was kind of like I wanted to test it out for myself as a fan of music, as somebody who's like kind of like, okay, so where does this AI thing land? Like we've all heard the AI songs, and we can all like, I mean, I don't think the technology's there quite well enough for us to like, if you have a pretty attuned ear, you can easily pick out an AI song like, oh yeah, oh my God, that's clearly AI or whatever. So I was just interested in how it could be used as a tool, and that's sort of what started my journey on this song, was just to kind of like fuck with it and to and try and learn bits and pieces and honestly, yes, what I did seem to find, what I've come away with was that it still takes a lot of musicality and a lot of skill to be able to manipulate the AI in a way that will make it pleasing to the ear and something that can be used in a way that's not like writing a dumb like parody song or something, right? Like that we've
right.
And then of course I did my own vocals, and now I've got a different vocal track going on it, and I've added some like some sort of like synth of my own. So it's it's definitely been a process that I put together. But it's not ready for release to the world yet. But I'm honestly not. I will play it on the show eventually, just not quite yet because there's just the mixing's not there right. I need to redo some mixing. There's definitely some fine tuning that needs to be done for me to feel comfortable releasing it to the world. It's still in the concept stages, Ty. You don't ask Picasso to, release his first shit painting of like when he takes a bowel movement, you don't ask for that. Like, no, he's got to smear the shit onto the canvas. He's got to, that is the thing, right? We talked about this. Picasso did some poop paintings, I think, but yeah, I think we talked about this. Picasso.
Is that maybe? Yeah.
I think it was him. So someone did, I think it was Picasso did poop paintings. One of them. I think that's right. Or maybe Van Gogh. Picasso, one of the famous ones.
Who's a poop painter?
Yeah, poop Picasso. I feel we looked this up a couple weeks ago. I want to say that time. Yeah, he used his daughter's poop as pigment in his paintings, and then sometimes he painted with his daughter's shit.
But
yeah, it's called Picasso's brown period. Look it up. It's a thing. It's a thing he did.
Yeah.
That's kind of
her poo was so magnificent. I had to preserve it on canvas.
That's disgusting. I look down. I don't really like Picasso's art, if I'm being honest. It's kind of lame.
I don't like all of it, but some of it I do for sure. Yeah.
Nah, it sucks. I could do better. Way better than that. I mean, duh. Anyway, what do you think about Oasis going back on tour, Ty?
I'm always kind of shy to talk about Oasis around you because I just fucking hate Oasis.
You just don't like them, huh?
I've never been a fan, man.
Of any of it? Like not a single, all right. Have you just heard like the main tracks? Have you just?
No, I've listened to the albums just because I'm that guy. I'll be like, I'll just listen to it. But
no, nothing. Like doesn't do.
I won't say they're terrible. I just don't
not even the master.
Want to listen to? Oh no, man.
The master plan though has some great tracks. The master plan. You don't know the master plan?
I know you like Oasis. Are you actually going? Did you buy tickets?
Oh fuck no! I was just gonna talk about that though. Like it's how crazy that is.
Is it a whole tour?
Mini tour. How do you not like that, Ty? How do you not like that?
It's all right.
Tell you what it is that makes me feel alive. I tell you what it is that makes me sleep inside. I only want to see the light that shines behind your eyes.
It's brilliant. Anyway, listen to the if you're on the fence with Oasis and all you've heard is Champagne Supernova and Wonderwall, Don't Look Back in Anger, all that stuff, right? What's the Story, Morning Glory? No, go listen to Oasis, The Master Plan, 1998. Master Plan is, in my opinion, their best work. It's absolutely phenomenal. And I do get it that America didn't quite get we didn't get it here like they did in the UK. Now, I was living in the United States when it was really, be like super huge in the UK. But through osmosis, through family, through cousins, through like going back there, like I definitely saw and absorbed more of the Oasis experience than I think Americans did. And I do get why you don't like them, right? Like I do, or just don't have, like, it doesn't do much for you. I just don't think it has the same cultural relevancy that it did there. But you can at least understand why it is so big over there and why it was like, I mean, they were arguably bigger than the Beatles, right? Like they were arguably on that same sort of level, and the new era, the coming of the new era of like the new.
I don't want to give them that much credit. I don't know.
I
man.
think it's
I
fair
know they were
to.
big, but like Beatles big?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, honestly, they were. I mean, maybe not. It's apples and oranges because of like time frames, right? But most certainly they had, I think, the cultural impact isn't that far off, is what I'll say.
Like, because I've always been a music nerd. Like, I knew what was happening. I was. It's not like I was oblivious to it, but there's something I think that I just like. I like plenty of the actual music, but something about, like, is it Noah that sings or
Liam? It's Liam and Noel, but Liam's the one that sings. Liam's the more of a dickhead, and Noel's like the more like chill dude. If you were to compare the two, Liam would be your Lennon, and Noel would be your McCartney. All right, like if you're comparing them to the Beatles, Liam is definitely more of the hothead, but both of them are hotheads. Like both of them are dickheads in their own way, but Liam is definitely more of the dickhead. He's the
one or the other. I can't remember, in all honesty, but they just like, I don't know, man. I did not like that human, and when I heard him sing, something about him singing.
It's the nasal. He's the one with the nasally voice that I was just. There are many places that I wish to go. Like that's the Liam stuff. Whereas like Noel has the more, I wanna talk tonight. You know, like he's got the more like I don't know, the lazy chill voice, right?
Right.
So here's my question. Like they went on, or they've announced. I think they announced originally it was like 5, maybe 8 dates, something like that in UK and in Ireland, right? And then they added like 3 more because of demand was so high. So it's something like, I want to say there's something like maybe 12 dates currently announced in that range, right? Of shows they're doing. And a lot of them are like, they already sold out Wembley, so they're doing like 3 nights in fucking Wembley. That's insanity, right? Like that's a 80,000, 100,000 seater, right? So you're something in that range, and they're going to be selling that out 3 nights in a row, let alone all the other shows they're doing. So like that's how big they are still to this day. That maybe it's a bit of nostalgia, all that sort of stuff. But then they announced that they're going to be doing, like, it sounds like they're doing some dates in North America. And I'm like, that's why I'm bringing it up to you, because you're a great barometer for this, really. You're a big music fan. You know a lot of good music fans, with people with good taste. Do you think that they'll be able to sell out, say, 5 shows in the States? Like, or like stadium shows, right? Like huge shows. Or is that like, I'm curious because I don't know the answer myself. I think they will struggle. Like if they would not be able to do 12 stadium shows or 15 stadium shows like they're kind of doing in the UK, whatever it is, they wouldn't be able to do that in the States, in my personal opinion.
It's kind of tough, but in all honesty, I bet they'd sell out more than we think they would.
Do you think if they come to Camping World Stadium here in Orlando, which is an 80,000 seater, do you think they sell that out?
Yeah.
Do you think so? See, I'm right there with you. Like I'm kind of on the fence with it. Like I don't know. I'm curious. I'm very curious as to when those tickets go on sale, what the draw will be, what the demand will be in the States for like the same thing that's gone on in the UK, because we've obviously seen it in the UK. You can't get a goddamn ticket for it, right? Like it's already sold out. It's going to be the biggest.
I bet
tour
you
ever.
it would probably be like less shows for sure, but they'd do like a bunch of big shows, like LA, Chicago.
That's what I was gonna ask. That's my next question. Where do they play? If you're from the UK, you're Oasis. You're coming on this big tour. You're not coming to Orlando, I don't think, right? Like
I doubt it.
I can see a Miami or Atlanta, perhaps. I can see maybe one of those two.
Atlanta, probably. Well, yeah, Miami.
I think you're right though. Chicago, LA, New York.
Yep.
They ain't playing in goddamn Texas. They ain't playing in the Midwest. There's no point. Like that would be stupid.
Nashville gets a little love.
No way. No. I don't think that's. I don't think. No. I don't see that. I don't see that at all. If you were them, would you play Miami or would you play Atlanta?
Probably Atlanta.
That's what I think too. That's what I think. A lot of people think Miami because they're boys with David Beckham and he's got the connection with the soccer club down there. But I don't see it. I think it goes. I think it's Atlanta. I think that's what you do, because if I were them, I would play that Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. That's what I would try and do if I was them. I'd play all the nicest, biggest stadiums, like 5 of them in the U.S. Do 5 dates. That's that done. That's what I think it's going to be.
Probably, but who knows? They might get fucking money hungry.
This is true. Well, speaking of money hungry, there's the other thing that happened with this. So they, of course, used Ticketmaster to sell their tickets for all the shows in the UK. Did you hear what happened with this? And this
Negative.
Oh man, this is actually really infuriating. You don't even have to like Oasis to be mad about this, right? I don't think it's Oasis's fault. This is Ticketmaster's fault, and this should make everyone mad that's a music fan. So Ticketmaster has a new system. Ty, when it's super busy and you're coming out of like a concert or a game or something like that, and you try and get an Uber, and they have the surge, and it's super busy, so there's surge pricing, right?
Yeah.
So usually a $25 Uber is all of a sudden $125, right? Because of the demand for the drivers in the area and so forth. So they jack the price. That's exactly what Ticketmaster is doing with the tickets. So like every, big event, there was a pre-sale, and you had to get in like an online digital queue to get in line to be able to even purchase the tickets. Because of that demand, they have a Ticketmaster surge pricing strategy now.
God damn it.
So tickets that were originally $150 or pounds are now, because with Ticketmaster, we're going upwards of 400 pounds. Because Ticketmaster said, oh, there's so much demand for these tickets, we can just raise the fucking price. That is some bullshit, Ty.
Yeah.
That is some bullshit. And I'm curious as to how much Oasis knew about this, right? Or any act that's like, say it's a Taylor Swift, say it's The Weeknd or whoever huge act that's out there, right? I'm sure the same things happen with them. I'm curious if they know about this, their publicity knows about this, or whatever, or do they even see that extra money, or does Ticketmaster take the difference of all of that and just put that in their back pocket? Because that's the way it feels like it's probably happening, right? I don't think Oasis makes a goddamn dime more. I think they make, all right, you're going to sell these at $150. So we're just, you'll still get the $150 or whatever it is that we were going to sell that for. So if we sell it for $400, we're going to get the rest. You don't get to see you don't see any of that, and that's where the problem. That's fucked,
because you
man.
signed the contract for the tour ahead of time.
Sure,
You don't get
yeah.
to
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, 100%,
Yeah.
100%. We know enough about the music industry to know that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just think it's like it's price gouging. I think it's really kind of, I think it's just nasty business practice, right?
I hate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ticketmaster's never had that great of a reputation, but you know, they're usually reliable, but still fuckery about.
I hope that I can say the things I wish I'd said. So sing my songs to sleep and take me back to bed.
Damn it.
Sorry. It's too easy. I had an interesting one the other day. I got soaked at work, right? And I only I mean, we're talking head to toe, like I might as well have jumped in a swimming pool, including my shoes type situation, you know. Florida monsoon soaked. I do carry in my bag. I carry usually an extra pair of socks, and because of the little office booth I work in that's freezing cold, I've always got a sweater or two are hanging in there, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I get done from being soaked. I go up there and I change. This is just comical to me because of like how I must have looked to the outside world when I emerged. Because I'm like, I got to get this wet ass shirt off me. I got to get my wet socks off me. Now I'm in shorts, normal pair of sneakers and everything. But I realize the socks that I have, my dry socks in my bag, they're not like little, cute little ankle socks that I was wearing that got wet. No, of course they're like ones that come up to like your knees almost, like I got those.
Rocket.
Big,
that is awesome.
Big thick ones. And then I take off my shirt. I'm like, oh, I don't have a shirt. So I got to wear, my hoodie with no shirt. And I'm rocking that as I'm walking out. I don't like, so I'm in a hoodie with no shirt. And it's hot as fuck outside. So I've got to kind of unzip to not like die because I'm wearing a hoodie. And now I got my socks almost up to my knee. I look like a real tool is what I look like.
I'm just saying, I feel like if this were me, I would rock that shit and somehow it would look right.
You could probably make it work somehow. I just felt, I don't know why I had to bring that up, but for some reason,
I feel like I'm imagining a very McConaughey you for some reason in that moment. Like
there is something sort of, I will say that there is something sort of liberating about wearing a hoodie with no shirt. And it's the way like, and it's one of the zipper hoodies, right? It's yeah. So like the way my chest hair pokes through, the way it like, it's like I felt like a swinger, Ty. I felt like I was going to a swingers party or something, and I felt really, I don't know, something kinky about it, to be honest. Like I was really,
you so naughty.
It made me, maybe I jerked off about it, later on when I got home. I was like, wow, it's pretty sexy stuff right there. Mm-hmm. went into the 7-Eleven with it, got myself some views, some and some a couple of White Claws, just
cashier really checked me out.
Up and down. It's just like, well, I know what you're doing tonight, a little bit of that, like maybe you're right. Yeah, it's something I learned to bring up.
Good times.
Oh, this story. Okay. This one, and I have to be delicate about this because this involves Teresa's mother. And Teresa's mom, hi, Mom. She listens to the show every week. She knows more about the show than Teresa does. Like she'll update Teresa on things I've done in my life and ask her questions about things that like we've talked. She'll ask questions about you. She'll ask her like, oh, how's and she's just like, what are you talking about? Because Teresa doesn't listen. And then she'd be like, oh yeah, on the show, like, and she'll, it's great.
This is the best.
Yeah.
I love it.
So she, hi mom. Yeah, she's a
Hi.
big fan. She's a big fan.
Is she
And,
cute?
Oh, she's super cute. Super cute. Oh yeah. She's married though. Ty. Married.
That doesn't bother me, Teresa's mom.
Well,
but if it bothers you, that's okay.
That's that, and she's a very good woman, and she has a lovely husband, and she would never, do anything of that sort.
I take it mostly back.
You should, as you should. Yeah, so again, treat this delicately, but she got a new license plate. She wanted to get one of those new custom license plates, right? Just get a
dog.
Yeah, which I'm like, oh, that's kind of look at you flexing over here, getting like custom.
Is that
license.
what it says?
Oh,
Flexing.
I wish it did. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna
Can
tell
I
you what
say
it says
something
in a
about
second.
that?
Yeah, go ahead.
At work, there is a fucking Ford Flex that has a Flexin license plate, and it makes me laugh so hard every day. Like, good job, guy.
Sorry, that got me. Ford Flex. Oh, Jesus, I think I got white claw coming out my nose. I think you got me at the wrong time then. Excuse me. Whoa, Jesus, coming out of everywhere. Flex is like the little eco car, right? Like the little. Isn't that what a Flex is? Isn't that a hype or like an electric car thingy?
No, it's not. It's more like a kind of jazzed up square fucking SUV.
Oh, is it a Ford Flex? What is
Yeah.
it? Ford. I'm gonna look it up. I'm trying to picture it. I know I've seen.
I actually
one.
kind of like what they look like.
Oh, they're like the square things.
Yeah.
They look like shoe boxes. They're like I know what you mean. Yeah. Okay.
But they aren't small though. They're kind of.
They are.
short.
They're like SUV size. Yeah. Okay. Ford Flex. You know what? No, they're horribly styled. They're horribly styled. Those are for people with no taste. Those are for dumb Americans that think that's good taste in cars. But that's funny that he is that into the Flex that he got himself a Flexin license plate.
I don't know. Maybe he's just into working out. I don't even know who owns it. It just makes me laugh.
I mean, imagine I should get that. I mean, imagine me with my no body tone and no working out. Like I come out flexing, like
flexing. Look at me, bitch.
Yeah. There's something kind of
all right.
There is something amusing about that.
I do want to know.
So
what does it say?
So she I'm not gonna say her name, but she got the first 4 letters of her name, right? And then a couple of digits behind it, right? So say it's say your name was Jules, right? So the license plate would be JULE, and then a space, and then 2 numbers, right? Well, she didn't know what to pick for the 2 numbers. So she
happened to be born in 1969.
Well, no. Okay. I wish it was that innocent. And again, she is a very innocent person that didn't think about this. So she looked up things like numerals that mean love, right? Like
oh no.
Like, okay.
Okay.
So do you know where I'm going with this?
Maybe. Probably.
Okay. So she picked out 2 numbers, the same number, twice. She picked out 88, which apparently now do you know what 88 is? If you look up meaning, and I'm going to do this right now before you give it away. Meaning of 88, right?
It's better if you do it.
In amateur radio, 88 is used as shorthand for love and kisses. Okay, didn't know that, and I think that's what she researched, and that's what it came up with. That is the first thing when you type in meaning of 88 in Google. That's the first thing. But if you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see that 88 is a white supremacist numerical code for Hail Hitler, because it's the letter 8 is the letter H in the alphabet. 88, and it is a neo-Nazi. It's a neo-Nazi kind of like thing, and so we had to break it to Teresa's mom that she had to get a new license plate because she was driving around with a neo-Nazi. this lovely Hispanic lady who, you know,
how recognized do you think that would really be? I don't know.
It's no problem until it is a problem, is the kind of what we thought about, you know. It's like,
that would be a weird situation.
Yeah. Best to avoid the license plate with and you know, it wouldn't be a huge deal. I was thinking about it. It would, like, if you get randomly assigned a license plate like we all have, and it has the number 88 next to each other somewhere in there. Okay. Well, I didn't like make that, right? But when she clearly has a customized license plate with the numbers 88 in it, I don't know if I'm cool with my mother-in-law driving that around. Not because, of course, she thinks that way, more just because, like, I don't want her to have any undue stress because of that, you know?
Fair.
Kind of hilarious.
I don't know, man.
Kind of hilarious, though, right? Sorry, Mom. Love you, but that's kind of hilarious. It tickled me.
I still thought it was going to be 69.
Oh, no. She was asking, so what other, like, she's going to change it. She's first thing, she's like, what number should I get then? And the first thing I said, like, 69.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Get that. I think she settled on like her date of like year of birth or something. I don't know what she's gone with, but it's not 88 and it's not 69. If you're not gonna do 88, do 69. Do 69. Oh, but then again,
awesome.
she might go to the 7-Eleven. They think you're a swinger because you're wearing a goddamn hoodie with no shirt on. You know. Who knows? Who knows? We'll move on. I can't keep doing this that much longer. I am dying. My head is fucking hurting, buddy.
Why does my head hurt?
Yeah. Why? I did want to bring this up, and it was because I watched this when I was dying in bed. I like to stumble upon dumb Vice documentaries about things. You watch those Vice documentaries sometimes?
On occasion. It's been a while though since I have.
There
was a while I soaked up a lot of them though.
I found one called Pleistocene Park. You come across this?
I want to say no.
All right. Well, I'll play the trailer for you. I'll do the share screen with you and everything.
Okay.
I'll play the trailer for you. And it's a couple minutes long. I might even actually pee really quickly while it's playing. But we'll come and stop and we'll take a look at it, you know, just like we would do with like Eclipse or something. And since you're not getting Eclipse this week, this will be, you know, your one and only.
Okay.
But yes, check it out. I've seen the whole documentary. It was pretty good. But I'm just curious as to what you think of the actual scientific thing that they're trying to do. Okay. And see if you think it makes any goddamn sense at all. But we'll see. Can you see that? You see the dude with the drill? You see that drill?
I saw it a moment ago. Now I see the YouTube page.
Oh shit! It's because I went full screen or something. It doesn't like it when I do that. Let me try it again.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's just Zoom being stupid. Let me see 2 seconds. I'll get it working. Here we go. Let's see if this works. Let me I didn't optimize. Maybe that's why.
I can optimize.
How's
Gotta
that?
optimize, yeah.
Does that look right?
Yeah, dog.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Check this out. I'll be back in 2 seconds. But you comment on it all you want if you want. I'll just be like I just gotta pee.
What do you find? Oh shit.
There's a ticking
looks like homie
bomb
found a fucking
land, and Sergei Zimov might just be the man to disarm.
His project is ambitious to recreate an.
All right, I'm not gonna peek because I gotta watch it with you. It's too interesting. All right, so like,
Is that like a methane fucking buildup?
Yeah, as like a methane buildup in the ice. The whole documentary is about these crazy fucking Russians that started this like what they're calling Pleistocene Park, or I think that's how you pronounce it. Pleistocene? Yeah, I think so.
Ecosystem that disappeared 10,000 years ago with the end of the Ice Age.
Don't ask me how many animals I want. I want to have maybe 200 million of horses. Also, I want to have maybe 200 million of bison. I think it's optimal for our planet.
So what does this thing here do? The one we're exchanging, it measures CO2 concentrations.
This experiment very dangerous for stability of climate of our planet. If climate change and permafrost melt, big part of this carbon soon will appear in our atmospheres like greenhouse gases.
Oh shit.
We are not trying to invent a bike. My father and I want to restore ecosystems which were on this place before first humans came to this land, which will not only make this a northern Serengeti, but will also allow to mitigate climate change.
So you picking up what they're trying to do over here, Ty?
Global warming is the devil.
So yeah, they're trying to combat global warming with building a park full of mammoths in Siberia, because they found out that the permafrost, when it melts, then which it is, of course, rapidly melting.
It is happening.
It is happening. The permafrost, of course, like it's been frozen for thousands and thousands of years. Well, that has like tons of carbon monoxide and tons of carbon in it. So when that shit melts, it like exponentially shoots and rockets up the, global warming situation. It fucks up the earth. So their whole idea is to basically build this park and reestablish the northern Serengetis of northern Asia, Russia, even like Canada, and basically make it like wildlands for all these like goddamn like buffalo or bison and mammoths and shit. And they're kind of like
mammoths.
You've heard about people like, there's a lot of science, like they're trying to like re-engineer and like rebreed and bring back like Jurassic Park style, bring back the woolly mammoths and stuff. Like that's where like it's all ties into this. That's where they want to fucking do it. Finish the trailer here.
For stabilization of permafrost in big territory, you need to have 20 million animals.
I was always stating that permafrost degradation will happen 10, 20, 30 years. And like in some places, apparently it's happening this year.
If people will be same stupid, chance surviving of our civilization is very small.
Sure.
Our responsibility, it's scientific research. Most of the job is done.
Does it look like done?
So this guy here, too, Ty, he's like he's the mastermind of it. He's kind of fucking awesome, right? I
like him.
Yeah, he looks, he is like basically you if you were Russian and old. Like, but smarter.
I do feel,
no offense.
I feel a kid. I feel a kid.
Yeah. I mean, you would be related to him. He's way smarter than both of us, but he's a very smart dude, physicist, scientist, and he's like an incredible physicist, right? Like that's kind of how we got the start on this. But I watched this whole documentary, and part of the fun of it is like the guy that he's talking to there is his son, and his son is the one that's doing all like the actual hard work in this park. Like he's just kind of like, like you, lazy as fuck. So
gotta find that.
Yeah,
gotta find that perfection.
And one of the funniest things is this documentary filmmaker goes over, to live in fucking Russian Siberia with these nutcases. and live with this dude while it's going on. He's like, well, it's not going to be very interesting, like seeing what my father does, even though, yes, he's kind of like the smart guy and the mastermind behind all this, because what he does is he wakes up, he has a cup of coffee, and he has a cigarette, and he thinks. And he lays down on the couch and he thinks. Then he has another cup of coffee and he has a cigarette. And he thinks. And then he takes a nap. All day, he's basically coffee, cigarette, nap. Coffee, cigarette, nap. Coffee, cigarette, nap. All day. That's what he does. That's his kind of his life. But in his like napping, he's like thinking of all these like things, like these scientific things. And he does actually come up with some brilliant shit from time to time. All right.
Dad?
Sorry for keep interrupting.
Dad.
In my opinion, there is almost nothing done. Get in. Let's go.
Hang my head for days against the walls inside this maze. I've never been too good at this damn kind of thing. I'm in here with my father. I'm just pacing, but he's smarter. He's been building a fantastic set of wings. And like that, I'm up and flying with the labyrinth behind me. But I go too high. The sun is melting through the wax. It hurts. It hurts. I crumble to the earth. And as I fall, I feel myself relax. Let's go.
So yeah, I just wanted to get your 2 cents on this, Ty. How are you feeling about this? Kind of weird, right? I mean, I guess you'd have to see the whole documentary to get more of an educated perspective.
I feel like that doesn't give you as much insight into what that's actually about. But at the same time, I'm interested.
You should definitely try and check it out. Let me see if I can find something that maybe explains it a little bit better.
I mean, you get the general gist, like after what you said, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm filling in a lot of gaps, probably like incorrectly though too. Like that's the.
Oh, that's the best part.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, trust the Owen science, don't trust the
right.
Right. Yeah. But if you just type in Pleistocene Park into YouTube, it's free. You can watch it. It's
there.
Yeah, it's over it's like 2.5 hour documentary. It's actually really cool, like seeing like this guy goes back over a period of I want to say 8 years. And he goes a couple times a year and he keeps going back and visiting this park and seeing like the updates and seeing like what they're trying to do and like how they're trying to like breed, like they're trying to make this like the epicenter of the reintroduction of like to the Serengeti, like what it used to be, right? Like they're trying to like turn it back into what like it was years ago, almost as like trying to do like a reverse ice age type scenario. Yeah. See, I don't know if there's a better thing here. Probably not. Oh yeah, they had a Kickstarter. Yeah, maybe, let's see. What's that?
Hello, my name is Nikita Zimov.
Let's watch their Kickstarter. I think this might actually help. This might actually be somewhat informative for us here. I'll do the thing again. Sorry.
All
right. Let me put it on the thing. Here we go.
I am the director of the Pleistocene Park. Here in the Siberian Arctic, permafrost under my feet is starting to melt. This frozen black mud contains twice as much carbon as the Earth's atmosphere. And soon carbon will be released as carbon dioxide and methane.
So that was what you saw earlier. Carbon dioxide and methane when he basically like drills into the permafrost with a regular handhold drill. He's got a lighter next to it, and as soon as the drill goes through, boom.
Powerful greenhouse gases that cause our planet to warm more, cause even more permafrost to melt. Видите, чем опасно глобальное потепление? Можно сгореть. There is only one theoretical chance to prevent that from happening. We must restore the Ice Age Mama Steppe ecosystem. In places where permafrost is eroded, we often discover bones of animals. These are remains of the lost ecosystem. During the Ice Age, millions of animals roamed this territory. At the end of the last ice age, prehistoric human hunters drove these animals extinct. And now, it's our obligation to bring back this ecosystem. This ecosystem has the capacity to slow the climate warming and cool the permafrost, and thus protect it from melting. So when animals trample down the snow, they actually thin their layer of snow, making it dense, and this allows much deeper freezing during winter. So animals actually making permafrost much colder and keeping this huge carbon reserve, which is now under our feet, intact. Pleistocene Park was founded as the scientific experiment by my father, Sergei Zimov, over 20 years ago. Most of my father's and later my life, we dedicated doing research on permafrost, global warming and polar ecosystems. We introduced several animal species which successfully transformed the landscape into steppes. Our research has been published in top peer-reviewed journals, including Science, Nature, Geophysical Research Letters, PLOS ONE and others. With the money we raised from this campaign, we will buy a small herd of bison near city of Permian, Europe.
They're asking money to buy a fucking small herd of bison.
We need some bison.
Was a herd of yaks
I mean,
in the Republic of Tuva. We will then use a heavy-duty trucks to transport them to one of the farthest points a road reaches on the Eurasian continent.
Basically, we're going to use your money.
All right.
We're going to buy these yaks and these bison. We're going to use some heavy-duty trucks, and we're going to bring those fucking bison and shit all, like, so that, like, never reaches of the earth where they could never get to, and we're just going to leave them there, you know.
From there,
sounds like
animals
a great
will be
idea,
loaded
right?
on a barge and transferred down the Coloma River to the Pleistocene Park. We've been hearing talks about global warming for decades, but still, problem gets only worse. In place where I live, changes become evident to everybody. We are rapidly approaching tipping point when warming becomes unstoppable. It is too late to wait for someone else to deal with it. We must take actions now. If you want to join our efforts, please support this Kickstarter campaign.
Send us some bison.
Give me the bison, bitch. Yeah, like if you watch the movie too, it's one of the most interesting parts of it is the filmmaker kind of like does what every documentary filmmaker should never do, and he kind of like he gets too involved, right? Because he keeps he keeps going back and forth there, and he develops like an obsession with it. And so then because he's from or lives in Alaska, the filmmaker, and so like he finds somebody in Alaska with goddamn bison. Like they buy the bison from Alaska or whatever, but the problem is no one will take the risk to fly the bison because you got to fly them over to Russia, and no, they can't find a pilot to fly them over, so they don't even actually discuss what happened to the bison. They just kind of sit there and like in waiting. I'm sure they like gave them back or whatever at some point, but they couldn't get someone from America to fly over to deliver the bison into this like very distant region, this totally like desolate region of Russia, which it's a super interesting concept. Like the whole thing of reintroducing this wildlife, which reintroduce like then help develop the permafrost and keep the permafrost, and like it's not dumb. Like, and the guy like that crazy genius, Russian dude, he's got like if you watch it, like he's got all the calculations and he's got all the stuff. It's like why this would work. But what he's saying, it has to be done on such a, excuse the pun, but mammoth scale that it would, that it, you can't do it with a few hundred herds of bison. You need 20 million bison type thing. You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of yaks and like a lot of this shit. So it's sort of like a pipe dream. But
I like the initiative behind it.
Yeah,
in a bunch of ways, but
Same.
Seems
a little far fetched.
It seems like it's not enough. Like we need something.
Right, and you're 100% correct. And someone even addresses that in the film, and they're like, "Well, no one else is doing anything," and like at this point, we've all kind of heard it from scientists. It's like, well, there's nothing we can really do to stop this. All we can do is slow it down. So like anything is worth a shot. Like, because we don't have, like, give it a go, you know, because we don't know. Like, give it a go. Like, is kind of the idea. And I mean, yeah, I'm not about to pour my money into it, but I just thought it's a cool idea. And if you get a chance, like, watch that Pleistocene Park thing. The documentary's really, like, got some cool, it's a well done documentary, and it's also like got some really cool music in it. And you know me, dude. It got me turned back on to my gypsy punk shit, dude. Like, I love me some motherfucking gypsy punk. I don't know what it is about these goddamn gypsies playing their goddamn this shit, you know? Like, I don't know what I think I was kind of a Russian gypsy or something in another lifetime. Like, because I gravitate every time I hear it, like with the accordion, and then they like, especially when they do like the faster ones, you know, all this shit, you know, like they get into that. They do some washboardy shit, like
hell yeah. I'm totally in.
Let's see if I can find a good example of, because I don't know any of them. Like, apart from Gorgo Badella, I don't know anybody that's like doing this, right? Let's see, maybe this, yeah, kind of stuff like this.
Taking in Dutch architecture one by one. Cincinnati rehab isn't this fun?
Yeah, that's not even that good. I want better than that. See if I can do better. See if I can do better.
Yeah,
I'm working on it, dude. I'm working. Oh, and I do have an affinity too. I don't know if you're like this, but I have an affinity for Russian propaganda marketing, like the style. Like, I just think it looks super cool. Like, old school Soviet propaganda looks dope.
I know what you mean.
Like, that style, I just think it looks cool as shit. Like, aesthetically, you know?
Yeah, totally.
Right,
I mean it, yeah.
Yeah. No, this one's boring. I don't like that one. No, boring. Give me a good one. God damn it. It's too white. I want it. Give me more Russian. Give me more gypso. Give me more gyppo. Up the gyp. Nah, no good. No good.
I kind of like it all.
Nah, I don't like that one. I mean, this is Gorgo Badalo.
It's alright, man. I was thinking, и в душе все на гитарках. Ай, shadows of forbidden ancestors. Come with me to the future now.
These guys fucking rule.
You ever seen them?
Yeah, well, no, I not only seen them, I worked them. You know, I was the stage manager back when they played the Beecham. I was stage managing at that point down at the Beecham, and that was the funniest thing because, you know, a band does their sound check. I've told the story before, but I'll tell it again because it cracks me up. I don't know what the hell his name is. His name Gorgo Badelo? I don't know what the fuck whatever the hell his name is.
I can't remember.
It's not his name, but the band, I think band's Gorgo Badella. But either way, you know, they all get up, like they're hanging out with us all kind of day. Like, they're cool. Like, they set up their own gear. They do their own sound check. But, you know, he is the superstar. So, you know, he stay on the bus until he needed. And then he comes up, you know, finally, like, we get him for his sound check, and it's, you know, he's got to do his little bit, and I'm the stage manager. I see him coming up, and I'm like, there he is, the man, the myth, the legend. And he just stops, and he looks at me, and he goes, but I am not a myth. And then he walks past me. You know, like I'm like, that is the coolest fucking rock star line I've ever fucking heard. Like, oh, but I am not a myth. I've used it ever since. I'm like, no, and everybody, and you can, anybody listening to this, anytime someone pulls that man, myth, legend shit on you, you look at them dead in the eye and say, I'm not a myth. And it will get anybody that said it dead in their eyes. Like, because it's pretty fucking cool. It's pretty good. Ty.
Yeah.
My head hurts.
How's your head?
Yeah,
how's it doing?
It's not good. Not gonna lie. Not
sure.
Pretty shitty. If I'm being dead frank with you. That's why I gotta probably call it a night with you guys. I'm gonna go I think I'm gonna go put a TENS machine on my face. You know, I actually read that I was thinking about doing that the other night, and I read that you're not supposed to do that because it can make your it can literally fuck your whole shit up. So like, don't do that. By the way, I'm joking. I'm not gonna do that. TENS machine like on your neck, like you can really, you know what TENS machine is, right? You know, like the shins like this. The little like shockwaves and stuff through you, like I use them on my back, like it does like the pulsing like electric shocks, like whatever.
I've only tried it. I've never.
Oh, I love it. I have a great one. It works great on my back when I'm sore after a gig. Like, oh, great for muscles and all that stuff. And like, but apparently like there are places like you can't put it like on your like neck, like, or I think it if you do it too close to your neck, what is it? Arrhythmia with your heart, like where it can like fuck, like it can literally like send like the thing where it like fucks with the way your heart beats, and the rhythm. This is the rhythm of your heart. That's not the song at all. That's not
pretty good.
It's kind of that, right? It's kind of the rhythm of your heart. This is the rhythm. I'm gonna just play that to go to break now, or not break, but to end this thing. Not rhythm of the heart. The rhythm of that's it. Rhythm of the night. That's what it was. Yeah, that black chick.
Art.
Wow, dude. Her name is Corona. I didn't know that. She started it all, bro. She's the one responsible for all of it. The way our whole society collapsed because of her. Whole society. Because of this bitch fucking responsible for it all. You look it up. Die. It's been a lot of fun hanging out with you. I wish I was feeling better. I will have to report back to you in the week, and let
I want to know what happens with your tooth.
Yeah, exactly, and hopefully I'll report back to the people next week, and I'm not dead. Maybe hopefully not dead by then. That'd be good.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. You think you'll do a show with Mikey? What do you think?
I mean, maybe.
That's up to you guys. So there may be a 2.0, an Ono 2.0 with Mikey and Ty. I hope they do it because I want to hear it. And I mean, actually I don't, because it's going to be all D&D bullshit.
D&D talk.
Yeah. This is the rhythm of the night. This is Ono Radio Show. Thank you for listening. Twitch.tv/ONRS live. Patreon.com/ONRS. 407-906-6466. ONRadioshow.com. And of course, Ty, what do we say when we get out of here? Fuck your dreams.